Hey, it's Chris, Liege Games. Today I'm going to talk to you about a series of 3 games, very similar that I did previously with my roll-and writes, but we're going to be talking card games. In particular, we're going to be talking a little bit of a niche within card games, trick-ish style games. What do I mean by that? Well, let's talk. Because let's talk through 3 games that have come out in the past, that are currently coming out, or games that are coming out in the near future that, one, are freaking fantastic, but 2, that you should have your eye on if you have not played them already. Let's do this. The first in this series, we're going to be talking about Ghosts of Christmas. If you're not familiar with Ghosts of Christmas, it is a reskin from board game tables of a Japanese game called Time Palatrix. Now, you may just think I'm being a Japanophile saying that this is a great game, but if you peruse the Board Game Geek, Trick Taking Guild, if you talk to those people, Time Palatrix is highly, highly, highly thought of. The game in a nutshell is it's trick taking, but you can play the tricks in any order you want, and there's nuance that differs it from other games. So you have 3 tricks per hand, essentially, and you choose the trump. The first person to play in any of the 3 slots chooses what that trump is, essentially, and then setting it for everybody else, and then going around until no more slots are left in each of your hands. Does that sound interesting? Does that sound like a twist on things? A competitive trick-taking game? Not necessarily team-based? It's fantastic. I like it so much, I imported the original Time Palatrix. I also got Ghosts of Christmas backed on board game tables because the problem with Time Palatrix is it has no theme. It's dry. The production is kind of meh. But that was about 1.5 years before board game tables picked it up. And you know what? It's a freaking awesome game. So if you like trick taking, if you have any interest in trick taking, you need to get it. And it ties in well with the theme of this video. You know, Ghosts of Christmas, right? Past, present, and future. So let's talk about present. The present one is Regicide. I'm not going to get into the whole other side of Regicide, but Badgers from Mars, the original developers of this game, have a smash hit card game out there. If you want something that is difficult, that is... I love the art. I think it's fantastic, amazing. Blue deck versus the red deck. You can play it. They put the rules out online. So if you don't even want to buy it, if you don't even want to support them, they said, you know what, here's the rules. You can play it with a regular 52 card deck with a couple jokers. No big deal. But if you want to support them, it's definitely worth picking up. The elegant nuance of having to play cards to attack based on their values against the face cards of the deck and being able to win them into your own potential deck versus every time you play, you're taking damage. So you have to discard cards. And if you can't discard enough, you lose as a team. It is difficult, to say the least. But it is one of the best team experiences in a card game that I have played in a long time, nay, even perhaps ever. It rivals some of the thematic tenseness and moments of The Crew. I put it on the same level as that style of game with what you can do. It's a little longer than The Crew, but Regicide gives you just, the simplicity of, okay, card, number, damage, health points left, deals damage back. Oh, wait, but all the cards in the suits have special abilities. Oh, and all of the cards that you're fighting against, whatever suit they are, they block that ability that time around. So, oh, you forgot to heal. Oh, you forgot to draw extra. Oh, you can't do double damage this time. Boom, there you go. And the great thing about both these games, they're going to cost you 15, 20 bucks. So again, great games, little hype, excellent price per play, and they're easy to get to the table. Because again, I will shout this from the rooftops, it doesn't matter how good a game is if you can't get it played, and these games are games that you can play a ton of. Now, this last one is going to be a slight departure. I wasn't expecting anything of this. I wasn't expecting to necessarily even like this as much as I did. But Side Room Games recently sent me a copy of their upcoming crowdfunding game for Northwood. If you're familiar with Side Room Games, I have covered them previously on the channel. I was a big fan of their crowdfunding game last year, Mechanical Beast, where you're tile laying, tile rotating, delving into a mechanical monster, trying to turn the monster off, trying to rescue pedestrians or civilians along the way, and trying to escape at the end while shifting these tiles one direction or another, and just, everything. This is, and the reason I'm going to tell you this is different, is this is a solo, hear me out, trick-taking game. If you ever played Regicide, if you've ever played The Crew, if you've ever played any of these games that are either cooperative or competitive, or euchre, or hearts, or spades, or pinochle, or bridge, or anything like that, and you've said, man, the problem with The Crew is, for me, essentially, is I don't have 3 or 4 people that I can play with on a regular basis as a group, so I can't get the game that I know is awesome and fantastic. I haven't been able to finish it. And if you're like me, and that's a problem, and if you like solo games, because I've also said this several times in the last year, solo games are on the rise, especially in the pandemic time, but I think we're going to see even more now because, there's a market for them. Hello, Final Girl. Hello, Recklin's Run. Hello, Warp's Edge. This is along those lines, only it's trick-taking. You're going to various rulers of the fiefdom and essentially drawing cards off the top of the deck to try and either beat or not their tricks, their statements of declaration. But here's the twist, is that each of these different rulers are numbered 0 through 7, and you have a hand of 8 cards. And the 0 to 7 is the number of tricks you need to win exactly. Sounds easy, right? Well, no. Because you're randomly drawing just the top card of the draw deck, and that's their card, and you have to follow suit. And if you have to follow suit, then you could find yourself in a very precarious situation very quickly, considering, especially, like I mentioned, one of those fiefdoms, 0. One of those fiefdoms, 7. I can't do 7. There we go. And everything in between. Now, you have your own allies that allow you to manipulate cards, abilities, hands, hand size, hand amounts, and everything along the way. And if you win that fiefdom, they become your ally, and you can use them in a later round against another fiefdom. I cannot emphasize how I did not think this was going to work, and it works fantastically. Simple mode, put them out. Advanced mode, mix them all up. We got some extras that are extra difficult, and rinse and repeat. Because, again, it's freaking fantastic. Plays a lot faster than I thought it does. And the other tricky part is, well, 3 of the 8 fiefdoms have stars on the face down side. So you have to try and win them all because you don't know which one the stars are under. And so you only win if you get the stars. And then your final score is also how many of the total ones did you get. So it's awesome. I say that as a non-solo gamer. And so if you're a solo gamer, just a small stacked deck of cards that you can bring anywhere, rinse and repeat, it's good. It's really good. This is a small publisher game that you should seriously be looking at. And that's why I'm talking about it right now. There you go. Past, present, future, card, trick-ish taking games. Let me know your thoughts, interests, questions. Do you like this? Do you like this format of going through 3 games with a slight comparison, slight discussion along the way? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you're actually watching this in the first place. I appreciate it, though, as always. Stay classy. Have a great day. Hit the subscribe button. Smash it if you made it to this part of the video, if you're not already. And just thank you. Come around again. I have my own Patreon, because that'd be super awesome, too. I should really remember to do that at the beginning of videos. Like, I'm pretty bad at that. Oh well. I do what I do. Have a great day.